scale factor. Other names for the scale factor are enlargement or reduction factor. The scale factor is the number that we multiplied sides on the original by to get the value of sides on the copy. Sometimes you can see the scale factor really easily. What did I multiply the original one by to get the value on the copy of 3? I multiplied by 3. That means the scale factor is 3. We check it. Did I multiply by 2 to get to 6? I did. The scale factor is 3. If I didn't know a side value on the larger triangle, but I had the matching side, larger rectangle, but I had the matching side on the small one, I could find it by multiplying by 3. Now this is an enlargement factor. An enlargement factor means the copy is bigger than the original, so we're multiplying by a number more than 1. In the second example, it's not quite so easy to work out the enlargement, or in this case a reduction factor, because the copy is smaller than the original. So a reduction factor is less than 1, because multiplying by less than 1 gives you a smaller number. It reduces it. You can always find the scale factor, and we have seen this formula before, is a length on the copy divided by a matching length on the original. And we always assume that the copy has the unknown, or the copy has the x. It might be x, it might be y, but the copy has the unknown. Now sometimes there's no unknown, as in my examples here, and that will usually tell you which is the original and which is the copy. Or it might say, find the reduction factor, in which case you'd know that a reduction meant the smaller one was the copy. An enlargement means the larger one is the copy. So there's lots of ways of working out what the copy is. But the scale factor is always the copy divided by the original. So if I was working out the scale factor for my first example, I'd choose any pair of matching sides and do copy over original. Let's choose 6 and 2 for my calculation. The large one is the copy, so that's 6 divided by 2. So my scale factor is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. And that was my scale factor. The small rectangle times 3 gives me a length on the large one. The scale factor on my second example, in the triangles, we want to do copy over original. Pick a pair of matching sides. It doesn't matter which pair, but let's choose one that looks easier. So I've chosen the middle length side on each triangle because they're whole numbers. The copy is the smaller one, so I've got 6 divided by 12 which is a half. If we weren't sure about the fraction, we could just calculate it. 6 divided by 12, and we could get 0.5, and that would be fine as well. We can use a fraction or we can use a decimal, and that says that any length on the copy is a half the length on the original. We can see that's the case. And to get a length on the copy, say if I didn't know 6.5, they hadn't given me that one on the copy, I would multiply its matching side on the big triangle, which is 13, by the scale factor of a half. Oops, calculator comes in. 13 times 0.5 equals, and it calculates 6.5, which we know was correct because I had it in there before. So we can use the scale factor to find the unknown sides. Oh, sorry, scrolled the wrong page. So for example, find the scale factor in these triangles and use it to calculate x. Scale factor is copy over original. Pick a pair of sides. Let's do long side and long side. Be careful not to get mixed up with which side matches which. The copy is the smaller triangle, so it's 3 over 15. If we're not feeling certain, grab the calculator. 3 divided by 15 equals 0.2. So my scale factor is 0.2. We could put scale factor here, SF. And to find the unknown side, which was x, we find the side on the big triangle that matches the x, and so from that long side around that way it matches the 8, and we multiply by the scale factor of 0.2. So we get the matching side to x and multiply by the scale factor. 0.2 times 8, doesn't matter if we do it that way round, and x is 1.6. So I've found the value of the missing side by using the scale factor. Last question, very quickly. Find x again. We calculate our scale factor by doing copy over original. Keep your working short if you want, abbreviations are fine. Pick a pair of matching sides. We've only got one, 9 and 5. Not very helpful numbers, but copy, the copy is the big one because it's got the x on it. Over original, 9 over 5. Grab our calculator. 9 divided by 5, 1.8. So our scale factor is 1.8, and that's how I'd like to see your working set out. And then to find x, x equals the side that matches x on the little triangle, which is 3, multiplied by the scale factor, which was 1.8, I've already got 1.8 on my calculator here, so I can just do times 3, and that equals 5.4, and I've calculated x. So my steps are: find the scale factor and multiply it by the side that matches x.